What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Stuart, and this is not your normal daily market update. This is a new series called How to Become a Crypto Guru, where I teach you how to become your very own crypto master. Before we get going, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know your Bitcoin from your Dogecoin, your DeFi from your CeFi, your MACD from your RSI?
I don't know.
Then you are in the right place. Before we get started, I'm going to ask you to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and comment down below so you know when the very next video in this series goes live, so you can become your very own crypto guru. Now we're going to start right at the beginning, and we're going to answer a very simple question. What is a cryptocurrency? A cryptocurrency is a digital asset that was created to be used over the internet. It's important to remember that cryptocurrencies are decentralized, meaning they are not issued by a government or central banking agency, unless they are what we call a CBDC. Now, we will be touching on CBDCs in a later video, but for now, what I want you to remember is that these things are not issued, which means you have control over your own finances. Cryptocurrencies are managed on what we call a peer-to-peer network of computers running free, mostly open source software on a blockchain. Now, there's another concept that you might not be aware of, but a blockchain is basically an ongoing, constantly re-verifiable record of every single transaction that takes place using that cryptocurrency. Unlike a bank's ledger, a blockchain is distributed across participants all over the world, which make up this blockchain to help verify transactions. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to take you through how a basic transaction works on a blockchain, just so you can get a visual image of it. Starting off the process would be a request for a transaction, and this could be anything from making a payment to somebody, transferring money from an exchange to your digital wallet. But the requested transaction is broadcast to a peer-to-peer network consisting of computers, which we will also call nodes. The network of nodes validates a transaction and the user's status using a known algorithm. Now, these algorithms would have been programmed into the actual blockchain a long time ago, and this is the protocol that all these different cryptocurrencies will use. It is also important to know, or something to remember, that not all blockchains will use the same technology and the same background and basis, and this is what differentiates a lot of blockchains and cryptocurrencies from each other. Again, this is something that we will touch on in a later video. Right now, I just want everybody to understand the basics of how these things work. So once we've had our validation process, a verified and validated transaction can involve cryptocurrency, contracts, records, and other information. And once it's verified, the transaction is combined with other transactions to create a new block of data on the ledger. So this is your little transaction that you have requested. It's gone through the validation process. It's sitting there being validated through various mathematical calculations by all the different validators on the nodes. And it's now been created, and a block has been created, and it'll be added to the chain of all the other blocks. And this is how we get our blockchain. And this way, it is permanent and unalterable. And this is how a transaction is complete. Now, at this point in time, you might be asking yourself, what actually makes a cryptocurrency valuable? I'm going to ask you a question before I actually answer that. And what actually gives value to any money sitting in someone's bank account or any sort of currency that you would get from drawing money out of an ATM? Before, governments used to back this with gold. This standard was dropped a long time ago, and right now we actually just use the trust system that our governments tell us that money sitting in an account or something that you draw from an ATM is worth what is printed on that $10 note. Same can be said for digital assets. A cryptocurrency has a value because there is either a utility or reason or a trust for that asset to have that value. If we look at something like Bitcoin as an example, it has the same profile as gold. A lot of people actually refer to it as digital gold. It has a limited supply, and it is a safe haven for people to put their money and save their money away from traditional financial means and away from the financial system. If we have a look at things like Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, there's actually utility behind these coins. These coins allow you to settle transactions, to pay for items, whether they're digital items such as an NFT. Again, I know that's another concept you might not be aware of, but we will be talking about that later, or even physical items such as cars, and so on. So there's your reason for what a value and why these digital assets are the way that they are. We even have value in digital assets called meme coins. Not something that I would really advise you to get involved in, but a meme coin gets its value a lot of the time because there's a social hype behind it, and a lot of people go in, they FOMO, and it pushes the price up. So there are various reasons why things have value. And that's just part of this whole crypto world. And the crypto markets can be very volatile. And the reason behind this is that it's a very revolutionary product. Bitcoin was only developed in 2008, and a lot of people refer to Bitcoin as the grandfather of the crypto world. The technology of many of these other digital currencies has actually improved a lot since then. And we will be going through this Crypto Guru series. And by the end of it, you'll be able to have a conversation with anybody and understand yourselves why you're going to get into a certain project. But the volatility is something that does scare people, but it ultimately will settle down. And this whole cryptocurrency world is something that will probably replace our traditional finance institutions and businesses as a whole and revolutionize the world just through digitization. That is all I have time for you today. I'm going to let you just soak everything in. If there is anything that you're not sure of, rewatch the video or drop a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer it for you. If you would like any other videos made of any of the things that we have spoken about here as well, drop a comment down below and I'll do my best to make a video and help you guys out. Remember, we want everybody to become crypto gurus. We all want to be involved in this crazy cryptocurrency world. So thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.